right, y'all. We are back. Back at it again. I know we've been gone for a minute. A little hiatus. Life be hitting. But let me go ahead and introduce the panel. You got me, CJ. You got Frank Nasty here. Coach Woods. That boy Juice Man. Yeah, that's him. And gotta take a moment of silence, y'all. Because we lost a soldier. He ain't with the boys no more. They used to call the women on the streets used to call him Juicy J.
I'm just yes.
He was no, he's one. He one of the good fellas, y'all. But our boy JJ's engaged. Congratulations to him. Got himself a woman. But I just wanted to get that little joke off. If your fiance's watching, I'm just joking, y'all. anyway, anyway, so we're about to get straight into it. Some people say this is their favorite time of the year. Some people say this is the most eventful time of the year. Is NFL free agency. We got some moves going on. And I'm trying to remember who we said we are going to start off with. Do y'all want to start off with the Raiders, or you want to say that? Because I know we got some opinions on that one. All right, so
started off with the Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs one.
All right.
I like he was going to get into it.
All right, so
that one hurts being a Seahawks fan.
Kenneth Walker went to the Chiefs. Can't say it's a rival. It was just he left the conference. Does this really change the Chiefs' offense? Does it help elevate them? My personal opinion, well, I'm gonna save mine for a little later because y'all a bit more eventful than me. But he signed for a 3-year deal worth $45 million with 28.7 guaranteed. How we feeling about that signing?
It's a good deal for him on paper. I personally don't like it because I don't like the Chiefs. I don't want to see the Chiefs be successful in anything. But like they get Kenneth Walker, they got Eric Bieniemy back, so their run game is probably going to be pretty good this season. They need it because it's going to take some pressure off Patrick Mahomes, who's still healing. It's going to help them. It doesn't help me, but it helps them. So I like it, I guess.
I don't believe he plays this year because then I forgot what his injury was actually.
Wait, is he not coming back to the team?
It was what?
He'll be back. He already got the surgery. He got the surgery literally like the next day. And with ACLs these days,
right,
he should be fine by the time the season's
done.
I can't all the way agree to that.
Right.
But I mean, I really don't think Pat Mahomes plays. I think he plays this season, but
he's not starting it off.
Start out the season. He'd probably be like week 8. Yeah, he'd probably be like week 8, week 4 at the earliest, but I think it's week 8 at the latest with the injury anyway. But I mean, as far as the signing goes, I think it's a great signing for the Chiefs. I think it actually makes the run game better, especially with Eric Bieniemy coming back, being OC. So that signing in itself, Kenneth Walker, I definitely think he's a real underrated back in the NFL. I definitely think he's a better running back than Isaiah Pacheco at that. So with all that going on, the only thing that's just remains is their wide receiver core gonna get it together? Honestly, I mean they got Travis Kelce coming back, but I mean with Pat Mahomes, they're gonna be dragging it for a good first half of the season. Probably.
I personally don't think Kenneth Walker is much of an upgrade. I thought he was a pretty good back, but the Seahawks losing him, I feel like you could find a new back in the second or third round to replace him. And he's not the fastest, but he is strong. I will give him that. But I will agree he is an upgrade from Pacheco. But I don't think this is necessarily like a push the offense to the next level type of deal. I think you could have ran a 2-back system, like alternating them out instead of bringing Ken Walker in and still get around the same result that they're going to get with him now.
I think it's definitely an upgrade. I think this would be the best running back that Mahomes actually plays with too. So I think it's an upgrade for them. Now also it frees up them not having to draft a running back in the first round because I think if they don't get him, they have to draft Love if Love falls with him. So now I think they could go ahead and draft a receiver depending on who they get. Hopefully, it might be homeboy from USC, since now the Raiders don't have that pick no more from Baltimore. So I actually think it works out for them. Now, I don't know how soon Mahomes is going to get back. That's something we have to figure out too. But if they're talking about Penix getting back by week 1 for the Falcons, I'm assuming that it'll be back on the same time frame. And then with with Mahomes being more of a vet, it's not like he needs to really be going through like camp and stuff like that in preseason. So also I think the running back room is better than what it was last year, of course. But I think it really helps them when it comes to the draft, and I think that's what it solidified more than anything. But I think Kenneth Walker's a top 10, 15 running back. He's not the best, but he's definitely good when he's healthy. But yeah, I think the Chiefs might be back though, unfortunately.
To pick up on what Frank said and what Woods just said, I agree with everybody. Actually, all four of y'all have your own good opinions on this signing. I like from a contract standpoint, I think that's some good money he's going to get going to the Chiefs. So that's good. Corey, I don't necessarily agree with you. I'm more with Woods on he's a top tier. I think he's actually really good. I loved him at Michigan State. I think he's a really good running back. The way he runs between the tackles, the way he just his I really like his size, and I just love how he runs with the football, stuff like that. And I actually think him going to Kansas City with an injured Mahomes coming off his ACL, and like what he said with Penix, what Woods just said, if Penix is going to be back week 1 and he tore his ACL midway around the same time Mahomes did, and with ACLs now these days, how people are able to recover from them a little quicker than usual. Usually it used to be like 12 months to 14, 15 months. Now sometimes it's 9 or 8. It just depends on what it is. And this is his first real injury. So that's why I kind of think he might come back a tad bit sooner. He does need to play preseason. They don't need to go throw a big old workload on him in training camp, stuff like that. Just let him ease into it. But I feel by the time week 1 starts, he should be good to go. And guess what? They're probably not going to have to make him throw it 30, 40 times. They're not going to do all that. You have Kenneth Walker in the backfield, all the other good stuff. So just let him ease back into it, even if he's not 100% healthy. But I still kind of feel he should be good to go, play by week 1. But Kenneth Walker, I think that's a really good thing. That's going to take pressure off Patrick Mahomes and stuff. The defense is still going to be there. Yes, you have Travis Kelce. They probably still need to get another weapon or two with this free agency or draft or trade, whatever the case is, things like that. But with Bieniemy coming back, I feel the offense is going to get back to its normal form, because after he left, the offense has not been the same the last 3 seasons since he's been gone. Prior to that, Mahomes was MVP twice, putting up 50. They're putting up 40, 50 points a game, all kinds of stuff. They can win. They were winning games with get into big shootouts, things like that. They were always putting up all these types of numbers. But the second he walks out the door and Tyreek goes, the offense kind of took a step back. It's getting by with.
Oh no. My Wi-Fi is BSing again, y'all. All right, y'all. Sorry, my bad. I froze and lagged out and came back.
Welcome back, man.
Man.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I paused. I paused on your take with. I think he was talking about Penix, about him recovering from his injury and everything. That's where I left off, around there.
Yeah. I'll make it short.
All right.
But yeah, basically, if Penix is coming back, they're saying he should be back where we want. I still feel that's going to be the same thing with Patrick Mahomes, especially with ACLs these days. Now it's only 8 to 9 month processes and things like that. And Mahomes hasn't really been seriously injured up until now. So that's why I feel he should be back week 1, and they'll just ease him back into it. And Bieniemy coming back is really going to help open up the offense, running game. And
did he get hurt in like week 13?
Who?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe it was against the Chargers. They actually need to win that
say
game.
give him to like week 4. Like I think I can see him starting week 4.
Yeah, and Michael went down the same week, so it was like week 15.
Oh, that was the same week?
Yeah,
it's kind of.
Bro, I was in the building when Penix went down. It was against the Panthers.
Yeah.
No, him and Michael. Parsons.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
yeah, him and Michael Parsons went down. Penix went down like 2 weeks before that.
Yeah, Penix went down in like November.
Yeah, listen, I was in the building for that. It was terrible.
Man, I think the Falcons are dumb with the whole Penix thing, but that's another topic for another day.
Sure, we can make that today.
Well,
we gonna talk. We're pretty sure we're gonna talk about that in a second.
yeah,
In fact-
Tua being the quarterback. Yes, we're probably definitely gonna talk about that.
In fact, with that,
Corey, or excuse me, Woods. Corey didn't hear your question about what you said about
Yeah, I
Tyreek
got you.
coming back, or so
I got
go ahead and ask it again.
I had I know we haven't been on here in a while, but like with the Chiefs, they did a few things that kind of like sparks like the aspects of like what they're thinking about drafting wise and like their outlook on their season. Because recently they did trade McDuffie to the Rams, as we all know, and that's like the second time they did that. Because remember, a few years ago they traded Homeboy, the other corner they
Marcus
had.
Peters.
Yep. So I don't know what's going on there.
not even just him, it was somebody else. They traded to Titans. I can't remember his name.
L'Jarius Sneed.
Yeah.
Ladarius Sneed.
I mean, the Chiefs know
not last year, but recent
how to
years.
build a corner. Like that's the thing. They're not going to hurt after this.
I don't think their defense has been that up to par lately. To be honest with you,
I think
injuries.
It's not going to hurt their defense that bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think as far as them signing, I do think they need to sign Tyreek Hill. I agree on that, especially with the wide receiver room. With the number one wide receiver is always getting in trouble. I'm really getting tired of Rasheed Rice literally in the news of literally in trouble with the laws every offseason.
Yeah.
Like I really feel like you need to get it together. So on that end, that's why I think they should go ahead and re-sign Tyreek Hill in order to have some type of. I mean, even though Tyreek Hill he gonna get in trouble too, but like still, it's some type of stability needs to happen as far as that wide receiver position.
He's going to be able to take the head off the defense, Tyreek Hill, with his defense.
With that knee.
I think the knee he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Wait, let's say the Chiefs trade their 2026 first rounder and 2027 first rounder for AJ Brown.
I think the Eagles ain't gonna give him up.
You talking about the Chiefs getting him?
That'd be crazy.
Imagine, they said let's get a number one wide receiver for real.
If they do that, then they probably won't need to get Tyreek.
I just don't see the Eagles pulling the. I think the Eagles be bullshit with people, bro.
I think I posted in Kobe last night. I don't think they're.
I think they're just playing with
Eagles
people,
are going to bring him back.
Yeah. I just don't see it.
I wouldn't bring him back. There's too much drama and not enough production. I ship him out of there for 2 firsts right now.
I don't know if it's him though.
You saying that after one season? You saying that after one season of sorry ass OC is kind of crazy. But I'm just saying.
You know what? I give you credit on that. Kevin Pasulo is not an offensive coordinator.
I'm not trying to talk about the Eagles, but that's one thing right there why the Eagles were a little bit shaky this past year. They need a real legit offensive coordinator. I know Ben Johnson's not available, but they need to get somebody like that. One, to take Jalen Hurts to another level, and to make sure AJ Brown is still getting his touches.
True.
My thing is getting his touches, and what did he do with them?
Okay, we can't hold him to that last game.
I think he had a good season. I think he had 1,000 yards.
Yeah, some drops, but he still had 1,000 yards. I mean, I can't really.
You 1,000-yard receiver, tight end. You had a good season.
But I will say this though, and I was at work and I have a few football fans over there, and we was talking about the city of Philly is not as desirable as a working to come in as a coach because.
No, harassment.
Exactly. Like they could have got Mike McDaniels, but he's not built for that city. The moment Jalen Hurts,
he be hitting his card in the locker room crying.
Look, if Jalen Hurts throws a 3 interception game, it's over for Mike at that point. So it's hard for them to get a new coach, a capable coach, to come to the city when your city is egging your house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and transition because we brought them up briefly. We talked about the Falcons. Whoo! Where do I feel like starting on this?
Injury-prone quarterback.
I mean, we could start with that. We could start with James Pierce. Did we talk about James Pierce? No,
we haven't talked about him. Oh man,
we did not. I don't think we talked about James Pierce.
I mean. Look, listen, I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. I wanted James Pierce for the Panthers. I thought we could sneak him in the second round. Y'all straight it up. JJ, you were there when I was at the draft party. I said, yes, y'all overpaid, but I
We
believe
can
it.
have a draft party this year.
Yeah, I was like, yes, y'all overpaid, but I believe in him as a player, as a prospect. I wanted him. Y'all can have him. I'm I'm cool on it. Hey,
He wasn't worth the pick, buddy.
he and then you got
He
all
was
these.
I've
worth it
seen
on
it.
the field.
I've seen it somewhere. Where I've seen a IG video somewhere where some Falcons fans was like, bro, Atlanta's like probably the most cursed franchise ever in history,
And then
going through a long line of things that were supposed to be like great or ecstatic about their team, and for all the things that happened, it's like, bro, that's kind of crazy.
and then
Going back to the big days, and after that, it was like, bro, everything that happened all throughout that is just crazy. But being that said, all that said, with James Pierce Jr., they said that in his I think they said that in his draft bio anyway. He a hothead anyway. So
Exactly. They
you
knew.
see,
he bound to have some, you know what I'm saying? Bound to have a blow up, some type of mental breakdown at some point. I didn't think that it'd be to that magnitude, to the fact that he had like 8 officers having to wrestle him to get him arrested, which is kind of crazy in itself. But yeah, bro, NFL career is pretty much over. Good
Man,
luck
no, it's
drafting
not.
the pass rusher
He
this
gonna
year.
get a he
Which
gonna get
in
a
a
6-game
pass and a
suspension.
and a pass rusher in an edge draft and a defensive draft, you can find another one. Just don't know if it's gonna get the same
I
Hey man,
protection that James
his
I
career
got
Pierce
to
not over,
take on
bro.
that. I got to take on that. I said if video evidence, CCTV video comes out of him start in the chase or stalking this girl, it's over at that point.
Bro,
Because
they
we
already
had
have video.
no, they got video of the arrest. That's it. You seen a lot of players get video of arrest. Baker Mayfield was seen trying to run. We have some. We have
He
video.
tackled the shit out of that boy.
So I'm not. I believe he does not play this year. But to say his NFL career is over, I feel like it takes the magnitude of seeing some serious camera work of what he did from the jump, like all the way from him stalking his girl in his car to the chase his own.
The
Cause
good thing about this for him might be the fact that he's not gonna be found guilty of the assault on the officer that's gonna get him 5 years.
right.
So if anything, he gonna get a good 6-game suspension. He might get a slap on the wrist or some type of probation where he's not allowed to travel from the country, and he gonna be
Probably
good
a
to
fine
go.
too.
Oh yeah, nice fine. That boy ain't going. He ain't going to prison.
And then
And if he does, mark my words, we can laugh about it.
and I also
Hope
got
that doesn't happen.
I got
Or
one
at
more thing
least-
to say about Atlanta. And I want to go back to the quarterbacks. Y'all got a
And then
quarterback with no knees and a
going to
quarterback
the
with no
Tua
brain.
situation, I think honestly, I like the signing. I think Tua's, of course, I definitely think Tua's a better quarterback than Michael Penix. With the weapons that they got over there, I think Kyle Pitts is back.
Yep, franchise tag.
Yep.
Yeah, so Kyle Pitts is back. With Kyle Pitts being franchise tag, they got Drake London. Gonna have to pay him at some point. Got Bijan in the backfield doing every thing in the world. I think I like it. I like for what it's worth. I think it's a good situation for Tua. I definitely thought the Vikings situation was a better situation for Tua, but
I got your boy instead.
at the end all be all, that's not my boy. But at
Right.
the end
He said
all
we
be
did not
all,
explain that, man.
I respect it.
I think
Nah, I'm
Kyler
not
gonna
gonna
tear it up
lie.
with the Vikings, but anyway.
I don't like this for the Falcons. It's safe money wise, but think about it. After this season, you're either gonna have to give Kyle Pitts the Brinks truck, or you're gonna lose him for nothing.
Mm.
When you could have traded him last season, when he didn't do nothing for 12 games. He turned it up the last 5 games of the season.
That's
I
what I'm
don't want that.
saying, though, bro. I really think it takes like. I'm not saying Michael Penix was was the worst quarterback or the best quarterback for that situation, but he definitely like. I mean, when Kirk Cousins came in, Cousins was like, "Man, I'm finna feed this nigga." So and that saying in itself, when Kirk Cousins came in, he started eating.
But
So
that's who the offense was designed for.
exactly. So that's why I like. That's why I'm like. I mean, if Kyle, I mean, if we see it with Kyle Pitts. I'm like, hey, and with the right offense, and then with everything that's going on, I think he can produce, especially in this type of offense. I just think he needs a quarterback that's gonna really get him that ball. And that quarterback just so happened to gonna be Tua. I did think it would be Michael Penix, but again, they had to open up the playbook for that boy, and that was already difficult in itself.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Michael Penix isn't the best quarterback for the situation, but having seen him play and like watching him move the offense, he's a capable quarterback. I just don't know what else he needs, if that makes sense.
Uh, some new knees. You need he, he needs he needs some new he needs
He
some
needs
new
talent.
knees.
He needs
He
more
need
talent.
he needs some morphine. He needs some
I mean, because think about
ATLs.
it, both his knees bad, his shoulders bad.
It's like bro. It's
It's the
at this
Falcons,
point
man. It's the Falcons. We just be happy that they on the field.
at this point we need to put some of that Wolverine healing factor in that do rag. That's what we need to do. Uh,
My opinion with Tua going to the Falcons, I'm okay with the signing. I'm with Frank on that. It's cheap. It's a 1-year deal. It's basically a prove it deal. Does he need to stay healthy? Yes, he does. Tua does. Penix, on the other hand, you all keep you asked Frank what does he need to take that next step as a quarterback? One, yeah, definitely his health because banged up shoulders, banged up knees, coming already into the pros, so the odds are kind of like against him and stuff like that. So I think Tua. I actually think I wouldn't even be surprised if Tua beats him in camp and is the
I'll be
starter for
happy
the
with
season,
that.
and that's fine because if he's healthy he can at least give you 3,500, 4,000 yards and at least 28 touchdowns.
And you
And
know
guess
what?
what?
This will be the first time since Matt Ryan.
That's enough to win you 8 or 9 games because the Falcons finished 8 and 9, winning their last 3 or 4, however many it was. You have Drake London, you have the other weapons, you have Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson, probably one of the best backs in football. The defense is halfway decent. So I'm not saying they're going to win that division. I'm not saying the Falcons are going to make the playoffs. But with all the stuff around, and if Tua's healthy, playing at least at a halfway decent level, like he did when he made those Pro Bowls with the Dolphins, stuff like that, I think they can challenge the Bucks for that division because the Bucks are probably going to be favored to win that division. So it could be or Corey's Panthers.
Well, let's think about this.
Saints.
The Bucks did lose some of their teeth.
Exactly. So that division's going to be up
they might have a chance.
So they might have a chance, but they cannot
now,
do all this.
Hold on now. You can't count the Panthers out.
No, I didn't say. I said between the Bucks and the Panthers. That's what I said. So the Panthers can win the division too as well. So the point I'm trying to make is the Falcons cannot do what they've done in past years. You cannot be going your first 8, 9 games. You're only winning 1 or 2 of those. That kicks you out of the playoffs, and then you win the bottom half of the season to make you 7 and 9 and stuff like that. Like they always done. You cannot do that. You're going to have to come out swinging, and you're going to have to be consistent the first half of the season, just like you are the bottom half of the season, if you want to compete for that crown.
Wait. Okay. Solid ball catchers.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
If Tua, not to cut you off, if Tua plays like I just predicted he could potentially play, 3,500 yard, at least 30 some touchdowns. Even if he doesn't win the division, they at least come in as a 2 or whatever and still make the postseason. You have to bring Tua back. You do not have to give him. You don't have to stack his pockets with a $256 million deal. You don't got to do all that.
You don't even have to do that for a second year on the contract. The Dolphins are paying him for 2 years.
You can sign him a 2 to 3 year, something in the offseason, $60 million. Something like what Daniel Jones just got, something like that. Bring him back. And guess what? The Falcons have enough in cap space. All these teams got over $300 million. Everybody got almost $300 million. You can figure out a way to bring Tua back if he plays well this year and bring Kyle Pitts back because like you said, Frank, you don't want to let Kyle Pitts go. He needs to stay.
Right, especially for nothing. Like, I'm like, please, I'm not saying throw him the largest deal in tight end history, but throw the boy something worth his talent because he, like T said, all you got to do is throw it to him.
4 years, 50 mil call today.
Something.
How much?
4 years, 50 mil.
Pay him like he's top 5 tight end production.
Hey man,
it should be a
3
lot.
years, $85 million.
Okay,
something like that, bro.
You can do that.
Like I don't. You ain't gotta break the bank for Kyle Pitts. But
let me also say this:
give me 3 years, $85 million, 62 guaranteed.
Let me ask this question. This is for everybody. Do you all see Kyle Pitts more as a tight end or is he more of a receiver? Because if he's going to be a receiver, 210 is
a receiver.
he needs to be.
If
he's going to be a tight end, he needs to probably get up 240, 250 because I be seeing linebackers and DNs throw him around a lot.
That's on him, bro. Get in the gym.
He's too light.
You got to get his weight up. Right. That's a grown man. He got to
be a tight end. You need to get
He cover me.
That ain't gonna cut it.
If you cover me. What Shay Star said? Listen, if blocking, I don't do that. But hey, when I run this route, you gonna cover me? All right, then.
There it
is. If you can't cover me, don't worry about me blocking. B's not gonna shake the shit out your ass anyway. I ain't gotta worry about blocking too long.
Right out his cleats.
So look, when you see me on this route, big dog, hey, better tie your cleats up. Get it together now.
All right. If y'all think you can get away with it, okay.
Boy, a failed physical away from greatness. Listen, I didn't want to trade Max Crosby anyway. I'm happy he coming back. Matter of fact, we done bolstered the defense, my boy. Listen, we might not win 10 games, but I'm telling you, we're going to have a top 5 defense this season. Mark my words.
Failed physical out of Max Crosby. The crazy thing
I'll get
is,
back
bro,
to the fantasy football. This season is my season.
The crazy thing is, bro, he been getting surgeries like the past 2 or 3 off season. Like
he just come back better every time.
And it's just crazy, bro, because his durability be wild. But
like, I don't know how my boy do it. Well, listen, we knew he was hurt, but did we know that he couldn't pass the physical? And that's the issue.
Yeah,
like, you can't blame the Ravens.
I'm afraid.
It's how you already knew. Right. But I'm not gonna lie, that it shook some stuff up because I didn't expect Trey Hendrickson to get signed by the Ravens. I feel like they got cold feet on the deal and said we want this guy instead. Oh, that's not a bad deal.
That's very good. Not to cut you off, Corey. Let me chime in real quick on that. That is what's really going to make your Panthers a little bit better going into this next season. To challenge for that division. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, like you got me thinking about the Ravens. I feel like they shot themselves in the feet by letting Isaiah Likely walk.
That hopefully that makes Dart better though as a quarterback.
Oh yeah, Tyler Lindenbaum. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, great signing. Great signing.
That's a good start process to making your offensive line better for the Raiders.
I'm not gonna lie. We spent $285 million in free agency in day one, and it still doesn't hurt our cap getting Max Crosby back. Like I think we still got $60 million in cap left, if that makes sense.
Wow.
I'm like, hey, the Ravens shot themselves in the foot. The Raiders got better. All I care about is the Raiders. Just win, baby.
Trey Hendrickson going to the Ravens. That's actually a really good. That was a big contract that they gave him, and that's also definitely going to make them a contender this upcoming year because that's what they've been kind of short on these last two seasons is their defense. The defense has been
and they could not get pressure on the quarterback.
The defense has not been very good the last two seasons with the Ravens.
Hey man, can I just say, poor Joe Burrow.
Exactly.
Poor Joe Burrow, man.
Oh man, right, man. Joe Burrow, no, cause see, I get what y'all saying with that, but man, Joe Burrow really be doing it to himself, bro.
That is true, and his offensive line is bad.
Hey, maybe
Man,
he'll hit him left.
look. I can't help that everybody else in my division has generational pass rushers on their defensive line. I can't help that. All
Well,
I know
hell, they
is
had that. Remember, they just didn't want to pay for it.
that I mean that's true. All I know is my offensive line was top 5 this past season,
What the
and
Bengals?
my quarter, yes,
The Bengals' offensive line was good this past year.
Yeah, they was good this past year. They got the stats. The stats is out there to back it up too, for real. It's just that listen,
Corey, can you confirm that stat?
When Joe got hurt. Joe got hurt doing his own thing.
I could have swore I heard every ESPN channel and stuff saying that was what it's like.
That's what they gonna say. That's what they like. That's what everybody like to say. Everybody like to run with the rumor that the Bengals offensive line is just terrible. They trash. They move. They this. They that. They third. First of all, understand something. If I'm putting $250 million into one guy and another $150 million into another guy and another $100 million into another guy that don't play offensive line, what do you expect me to do with the offensive line?
Got nothing to work with.
Okay, then. So I'm putting the 5 best guys that I got out here with the money that I have left that I already spent, and paying your college best friend and another top 5 wide out, honestly, who could go anywhere else to start. But since he want to stay here and be a 2, I'm gonna let him stay here and be a 2. I'm gonna do whatever to do that. Which all 3 of y'all made Pro Bowl this past season. Y'all ain't just made Pro Bowl just because y'all just that damn good. The offensive line had to be some type of competent. And be honest, it made 3 separate quarterbacks look great. And what 2 or 3 odd games this season. Every other game, the Joe Flacco was putting up some top 5 quarterback stats.
The When Joe came back, was amazing.
Oh God, Joe came back. Joe Burrow came back and started cooking to the point where he made the Pro Bowl after getting injured in week 1.
Exactly. What? The Bengals offensive line special was ranked 7th in the league.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, bro. So understand, Joe Burrow, when he get hurt trying to do too much.
That is
he
true.
ain't getting hurt because his offensive line is trash. He got hurt because he was trying to do too much.
And that right there, you can't do that as a quarterback. You don't need to do more than what you're asked to do. When you try to do too much and try to play Superman when you don't have to, that's when you get hurt or screw up or bench.
Exactly. He was one throwaway away from having another legendary season like he had again last year. When nobody said none of this about this offensive line being trash, when Joe Burrow had arguably an MVP season last year.
2024, yep.
Since the defense was
scratch, y'all are trying to get rid of all that Pete Carroll stuff y'all just saw this past year. Try to wash away all of that and literally implant a new seed and incubate it and grow it. So, what you all need to do with this number 1 overall pick? We pivot back towards the Raiders. We got done with the Bengals. We were pivoting back towards the Raiders. I have been pretty adamant when anybody I've talked to about this when we talk about what the Raiders pick 1 draft. Be a pick 1 this draft. You all need. I say you can get Frank Mendoza. I think you all Fernando Mendoza. Excuse me. Go ahead and get him. But before y'all make that decision, I know he's not a coach. He's just an owner, minority owner. He's not a coach, but Tom Brady does need to be in that room when you are making that decision at quarterback.
Yeah,
I know he's not a coach.
He needs to be in there.
He needs to be in there because guess what? A great quarterback, they're usually going to be able to sense when one can be good or is great, stuff like that. He played against Peyton Manning for 20 years, so he knows what a great quarterback is.
Hold on.
Not saying he's going to be Peyton Manning, that's what I'm saying.
I'm stop you right there.
Okay.
Let's take a great like Michael Jordan. Was Michael Jordan a very good basketball executive or a drafter?
Is he? Why does everybody keep trying to use that against him? He's just the owner. Yes, he's probably inside when they make those.
So you didn't think he was helping?
But he's not the general manager. He's just the owner. He signs the checks. So it's not 100% his fault on what they've been drafting. You're not going to tell me Mike wasn't in the draft room like, yeah, I want that guy.
You're not going to say
Michael Jordan gets final say on the players he picks for the Hornets.
Exactly.
He does?
Exactly.
You're not going to tell me he don't.
He probably has inside. I don't think he gets final say.
Listen, I just want Tom Brady to mentor whoever our new quarterback is.
Man,
at this point, the Raiders could draft Trinidad Tambliss. I wouldn't care.
That man a billionaire with just shoes alone. You think that man ain't finna tell the Charlotte Hornets, hey bro, this who y'all finna get and y'all gonna like it.
Yeah, listen. He should have been in the draft room. Go ahead. Yeah, I like those moves. I like our move at cornerback. Both. I like our moves at cornerback. I like our moves on defense, and I like our moves at the center. But the running back and the wide receiver, don't know who those people are. Don't know what they do.
So
Listen, I hope we draft someone good.
Because
They get enough.
let me say this right before you say, Steve. Let me say this real quick. If the Raiders are going to be anything of a contending team, one thing's for sure: they've got to get an offense that can at least put up 3 or 4 touchdowns. This offense was dry as a Sahara Desert last year, so they've got
watching the Raiders play offense last
season. Get another receiver too. Go ahead, T. Sorry, Frank.
I wanted to ask: do they have another first round pick at all? Like in this draft? If they don't,
no, I think that the supposed Ravens pick would have been our second first round pick, but I think we only got one.
I bet. So it's the first. It's just the first pick. Bet. We know it's going to be the QB. That's neither here nor there.
It's got to be Fernando Mendoza. I don't know who else they take.
Right. So
because it's like we. Okay.
Wait, Jeremiah Smith. He's not coming out this draft, right? Or is he playing with me or college?
No,
he remaining in college.
He's remaining in college. Okay. What about Tate? Did he come out?
Carnell Tate's coming out, but Carnell Tate gonna be gone by the time they get to that second round pick.
Hey, what about the cats from Texas A&M?
Casey Concepcion.
Yeah, what about him? He not getting drafted?
I mean, he in the draft, but I ain't gonna lie to you. There's no real wide receiver that I see as a number one wide receiver except for Carnell Tate. Yeah, there's a lot of arguables. I mean, hold on, Jaden Jordan Tyson also, but again, Makai Lemon too. But again, I think a lot of them like top 5 wide receivers. I think the top 5 wide receivers, they all gonna be gone by the end of the first round. If they not, I mean, I don't think you're gonna get a number one guy at receiver anyway. I think you're just gonna have to you can still get a receiver, but you're just gonna have to get somebody at a dead piece, and then just like, all right, but one of y'all just gonna have to play outside.
Yeah.
I think Carnell Tate is that guy. It's just that he's just gonna be gone, bro. There ain't a lot of receivers there.
Like that's why I'm like this year is a receiver needy year. Like that's why I was upset when our moves in free agency because I'm like, who is this guy? If I was just cut Darnell Mooney, we could have tried to get him.
It would have been the same thing like getting Jalen Naylor, honestly.
Oh man.
He a slot. He a depth piece, but he played a slot. So I'm like,
yeah, he wasn't.
You ain't really getting no real 1 or 2.
Because I'm thinking about the wide receiver market right now. Who's not under contract? That's like some good.
It ain't a whole lot left, honestly.
Listen, I had to look to the sky. I'm like, I don't know. Like,
exactly.
Oh. I'm still thinking about the money he got.
Yeah.
Then I say if that is the case, if it's there's no other way for the Raiders to try to get the best receiver that they can get their hands on, I say the best way to get the best receiver to get your hands on, if not the draft, then y'all might need to trade for somebody. And that, like I said, A.J. Brown could be an example. Or what if y'all can snatch Tyreek Hill before he goes back to the Chiefs?
No, don't trade.
Or how about this? What if and the Raiders are prone for this too. Y'all like getting bad boys from time to time, Frank. No offense. Y'all are prone for doing that. Y'all can go get, what's his name? Stephon Diggs.
You know, that wouldn't be a bad pickup.
Because, like I said, if you all are going to compete in this division with Kansas City having Mahomes, the Chargers having Justin Herbert, and then now the Broncos having Bo Nix, you are going to have a quarterback, and you're going to have to put up points if you want to win. If you want to make the playoffs in that division. So that's the best thing. You got to get receivers to open up.
Bo Nix is a competent quarterback in this league now.
In the fourth quarter.
But you don't think he's going to continue to grow? He's got
in the league in general. He's a competent quarterback in the league in general.
Yeah,
in the
absolutely.
fourth quarter. I'm sorry, I ain't seen a good Bo Nix game until the second half or later.
Me? Okay, I know he's not the same as he was with the Saints, but
Okay, you got Bo Nix.
okay.
Check them stats, bro. Hey man, look, hey, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but them stats is statting.
Hey, those stats, they for real.
He just talked too much.
Yeah,
He just talked too much. I go, bro. Let's go to the next topic, bro. This is
Hey, Sean Payton. Hey, let me tell you something, brother. I understand.
I understand. I understand it, bro.
Expected to. That's your division rival.
Listen,
Your Panthers.
you gotta understand. Drew Brees was the one throwing them passes. Sean Payton was just calling the plays. Understand that.
But you all, before we switch the topic, but this is just about Bo Nix as a quarterback himself. We're not talking about Sean Payton. This is just Bo Nix as a quarterback. You all don't believe he can develop into that quarterback that can be 35 to 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns? Y'all don't think he can grow to that?
Hey, I
think he
believe
can
he
because he's
can,
with
bro.
Sean Payton.
I believe he can. He's growing into that type of quarterback for this offense. Is that man? He just got hurt at a very unfortunate time last year. They honestly probably would have went to the Super Bowl had he actually played in the AFC Championship.
But I don't know if they would have got past my Seahawks, though.
Yeah, they would have got
Might
their
have been
ass
tighter
kept.
game with defense, but
It would have been probably would have been a better
Not gonna
game,
lie,
but
the Seahawks probably would have walked them just like they did the Patriots.
nah, I feel like it would have been a better game. Drake may just that the Seahawks did a lot of disguise the coverages and everything. So Drake may have to do a lot of thinking on the run. I'm not saying Bo Nix would have did better, but a lot of the times it looked like Drake May just wasn't really trying to move in that pocket. And I'm like, bro.
I mean, when your pocket collapses,
yeah, Bo would just tucked it and ran it most of the time. So Bo would try to win the game himself. If that was the case.
I didn't. If I'm a QB with legs, hey, bro, I gotta get out. I gotta get out of this pocket somehow. Hey, I'm gonna find somebody.
You got to talk about Tyler Berg, the Vikings. You got to talk about that.
uh, I'll still never stop saying Kobe when I shoot.
See, see, I knew you was gonna do that. And the crazy part about it is that same night, somebody asked me, bro, how you feel about Bam dropping 83, bro? Listen, bro, it's not gonna change nothing. Uh, when I seen that he had 40, when I seen that he had 43 like in the first quarter, I said about halftime, I said, damn, how the fuck he hit 40 by halftime? What's going on here? But I ain't think he gonna get 83, but he got 83. He took a lot of shots, missed a lot of shots too, but I mean that's part of the game of it. And I ain't gonna lie, the way he was moving, he was moving real 2K like. So the moves was there and everything, and it's still everybody's like, I mean, everybody would want to discredit the game because they was like, because the Wizards weren't really trying to play defense. And
Not at all.
again, hey, bro, I can't help that. I can't help that they don't want to guard me, and they just trying to tank for the rest of the year. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Still don't even understand why Trae Young is playing. Trae Young just playing just for he playing every other night just to I guess get some money in his pocket. But he wasn't even in that game. I don't even think I think last night I seen him play for the first time against the Celtics in like 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm like, just listen, bro. Like, so again, in
There's no
itself,
integrity no more, man.
hey man, listen. With the way these NBA teams are tanking, I think the league trying their hardest to crack down on it, but hey man, listen. I mean, if I'm Bam, it's not gonna take nothing away from what I did. I mean, I'm scoring my 83. I got my 83. I got my points and did what I was supposed to do. Yeah, it's a little stat padding in there. Of course it is, because in basketball, naturally, if somebody's hot, you're gonna keep giving them the ball. No matter how many times they miss, I mean, if they still making them, it is what it is.
I get that, but, man.
Agreed.
I just want to know who was guarding him.
Nobody.
Whoever it
He
was,
said, I want to know who was guarding
job.
him. Nobody. That's the point.
Right.
Nobody was guarding him. And then I ain't gonna lie to you. They said, bro, they brought this up last night when the Wizards was playing the Celtics. They were like, bro, no wonder why Bam had 83. They can't even guard the backups for the Celtics. He had like 22 in the first half. I'm like, bro,
Dang.
there's no way. There's no way a son like that getting 22 in the first half with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum out there on the court. So it's real wicked. Again, the Wizards not trying to win. Regardless enough, Bam earned them points that all that he got. Nothing to take away from that. Kobe is still my all-time personal favorite GOAT. Not gonna take away from that. It's just say, hey, Bam scored 83. There are plenty of guys that scored 70 and probably wanted to go for the 80 points and just ain't get them. At the end of the day, hey man,
Well,
I'm willing
36
to
free throws is
if I
crazy.
give up 30 or 40, cool. But at some point, if I'm playing for the Wizards, at some point when bro got the 40 by halftime, I'm like, nah, hell nah. Hey, bro, watch out, move,
No,
bro.
for
I'm
real.
move, bro. I'm a guard him. somebody had to say, hey, bro, watch
Somebody
out,
need to
move,
step
bro.
up, bro.
Go over there, bro.
The boy said, listen, bro, it's over with. I'm not
Oh
guarding
God.
nobody.
My personal opinion with Bam dropping 83 in the bucket. I actually watched the highlights right before we hopped on here. When I say he was able to shoot anywhere on the court, he was able to do that. He was able to go up and down the court and literally shoot wherever he wanted, and he was dropping it in the bucket. That is, Bam is a very exceptional basketball player. He's very good. He made a lot. He's made all stars. He's made all defensive a couple times. So he's a very good player. He's going to be a very good player for Miami for a long time. And I love his size. He's got great wingspan. But like I said, he went off. I didn't even see this game live. I just saw a notification pop up on my phone, and I had the highlights on my watch list. And I finally took a look at it. I was just like, wow. But yeah, surpassing Kobe, that's a very special achievement doing. Well, we all know Kobe's an all-time great, and Will Chamberlain. So yeah, not many people have dropped 80 in the bucket a whole lot. So that's very impressive that Bam was able to do that. And I think that's, like I said, still one of the craziest things I've ever seen. But yeah, that's a very exceptional record that he broke last night. I wish him the best throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to be Bam Adebayo. Not at all.
But yeah, I mean, again, bro. I mean, honestly, if you really watch ball, Bam Adebayo is one of those players like you just don't see it on a night to night basis. But Bam really is one of those players like he can do everything. He a guard trapped in the center's body, so he can really move like that. Honestly, it's just that, huh? Yeah, exactly. I mean, and then plus Tyler Hero ain't play. Tyler Hero ain't play. I'm like, I
And
mean,
that's kind of
Somebody got to
that's
score.
kind of what you just said, Corey. That's bad that he's kind of an overlooked player in the NBA. I looked up his numbers. He's made pros. He made all stars, and he's been all defensive. So he's not just some role player. He's a very good player.
exactly. I just feel like, I mean, I'm with them saying, man, she dropped 83. I understand, I get that, but at the same time, Tyler Hero probably, if Tyler Hero was playing, it probably would have been a 40-40 game. So
I get that. Because he would
you
have
know
had
what I'm
another
saying?
scorer on the court.
Right.
So wait, he played, right? He played, right? Like he played his games. He didn't just sit down for no reason, though. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Passion and purpose. He really did. And listen, we still don't have evidence of that 100-point game. I don't believe it. I would have been like, no, he didn't. That ain't happening. Like, continue. Now, listen, that was done in a comeback, though. He dropped 81 on Jalen Rose head, boy. Like, he said, I'm not going to lose to this.
Bro, they was down 20, 15, 10. Bro was like, bro, I'm putting this whole up. And he came down the court straight up on a mission. I'm putting this whole up. And Jalen Rose knew this man was coming down, said, man, I'm finna shoot this hole. And I mean, he like, bro, I'm guarding
Jalen
you.
Rose thought he could play defense that night, boy.
All you got to do is go, what's up?
But you know,
What's
and not
up?
to take away from his confidence or his legacy, he said, "Look, Kobe dropped 81 on my head. We had to talk about that. Now it's what's buddy for the Wizards, Alexander Starr or whatever his name is.
Or,
Now we can
man,
be forever like the man that played no defense in the NBA game. Just
yeah, bro. Like I said, bro, if I'm on a team, by the time he hit 40 by halftime, I'm subbing in and like, hey, bro, I'm guarding him. Y'all go somewhere else. If I foul out, let me foul out. But he
no, for
not.
listen, man. I'm putting my goon off the bench and saying, "Hey, bro, go foul him as hard as you can for the next 3 possessions.
Or go get
We're
all
gonna teach
6 of
him."
them. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Go
nothing else.
get all 6 of them. Every time that boy touched the basketball, take his head off his shoulder.
The non-ball defense, bro. Whatever
Like, brother,
you
I'm
need to
paying
do.
all your fines.
He got whatever. He got everything he pull up. He got to pull. He got to use all his energy to pull up. I don't care what you do, bro. You just not finna say it. Just let him man to score 80 unless he really finna earn his 80.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Oh, dang, what happened to Woods? I just realized he go.
I guess he had to go. So how does everybody feel about Kyler Murray going to the Cardinals? And the Vikings. And we should start with T on that since he's the Cardinals fan. Okay, sorry.
Uh, to be honest with you, I'm not mad about it, bro. I mean, I sort of knew that Kyler going to the Vikings was gonna happen. All I know is, bro. There's more props to him. Hopefully he thrives over there in Minnesota, of course, because out of the love and the respect that I have for Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson, I really want to see them boys eat for real as a tandem. It's just that they just needed the right QB, and if Kyler Murray's gonna be that QB, he got some growing up to do. He got some. That's what they projected, but
JJ McCarthy ain't doing too much, brother. So you might as well start.
Exactly.
so
His second healthy year. If he missed half this past season, so we can't call it that. I think he missed a little more than that because Carson Wentz started like 5+, and then they had the other dude had to start a game or two. So he was out a good bit of the season.
Just remember when he was there, it was underwhelming.
My opinion, real quick, on Kyler Murray going to the Cardinals. It's a 1-year contract to basically be a prove-it deal. For starters, he definitely needs to stay healthy because he didn't play much this past season with the Cardinals. What's his name? Had a
fill in for him. Just shut him down?
No, that foot injury. Well, they did shut him down when they saw it wasn't getting any better. So yeah, they did shut him down for the rest of the year.
Oh, okay.
And then Jacoby Brissett had to take over the rest of the season, and he actually did a really good job too. Did y'all re-sign him, T? By the way,
I think we did. I don't even remember, but I think he's still on the team. I ain't seen nothing about him.
That's a good move. That's a good move to bring him back. Since you are rebuilding and stuff
Honestly,
like that.
the offense we had better moving on offense. The offense just looked more efficient with Jacoby in it.
That's why I said they need to bring him back, Jacoby Brissett, because when he was playing, the offense was at least halfway decent. Anyway, back to Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I'm about to say they signed Gardner Minshew. I don't like it.
Who, the Cardinals did?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, wow. But if Jacoby Brissett's still on the team, I think he'll probably start off as the starter. Anyway, back to Kyler Murray. I like it because, one, he's going to a solid team. The Vikings finished 9-8 this past year.
It's I'm going to get you a Pet P jersey.
I'm not so sold on JJ McCarthy just yet. To be honest with you, and this is not diminishing him, I'm not saying he's good, I'm not saying he's bad. I just didn't think he was first round material when he got drafted in the first round because of the school he played at. It's Michigan. They're running the ball 40, 50 times a game. He only has the game edge. I looked up his college stats. He only threw 22 touchdowns each year. He's a starter. If you're going to be first round material, usually you throw a 30, 40 touchdowns. You're a Heisman candidate. I don't even think he was a Heisman candidate. And that's not to diminish him. I'm not saying he's not good. But he probably still would have been there in the second or third round if the Vikings got him there. That's what I'm trying to say. At Michigan, thank you.
I'm thinking about that year Michigan won the championship. I'm like,
They ran.
I don't remember any JJ McCarthy passing highlights.
It's Jim Harbaugh. It's meat and potatoes. Defense, run the football. Quarterback, don't lose.
What? That makes sense.
I feel Kyler Murray is going to get his chance to play with the Vikings. I would not even be surprised if he beats them out in camp. If I'm them, especially if I'm O'Connell, because if they miss the playoffs again this year, the Vikings might not bring him back. So if I'm O'Connell and I'm trying to keep my job, I actually right now in March am thinking of designing plays and using stuff that Kyler's comfortable because I think he's going to be my starter. Anyway, you go. Excuse me. Yes, when 9-8.
My thing is with inconsistent quarterback play, still went 9-8.
Exactly. So Kevin O'Connell being a very good play caller that is. You saw what he did with Sam Darnold, and then when the little pinch of Daniel Jones when he got cut from the Giants and he's on the practice squad, I'm sure he gave him some knowledge to where while Daniel Jones was able to play well with the Colts last year until he got hurt. Anyway, you have all these weapons. You have Justin Jefferson, you have the other guys, you got a solid run game, the offensive line is pretty good, and you have a really good defense. So that is probably the best team that Kyler Murray has been surrounded by since he's been in the league. Because no offense, T, the Cardinals didn't really give him all that type of stuff. Yeah, he gave him a few weapons. He made some Pro Bowls. He got into the playoffs one time, and he was Rookie of the Year. So he showed some flashes, but now this is the best all-around built team that he's going to be able to play with. So now they can get one in the draft. They can get one in free agency. So now the Vikings are going to compete. That division is going to be tough this year. You have the Packers, you have Detroit, and then you also have the Bears. So I'm not saying the Vikings will or won't make it, but they're going to challenge for it. But
I'm gonna just say this.
I'm just saying, bro.
I'll just say this. If they don't win 11 games this year, I don't want to hear nothing else about Kyler Murray and the Vikings. I don't want to hear nothing else about this being the best team that he's ever played with in his entire career. But continue.
I just want you to know, I agree.
With me or
Personally,
T?
I agree with T. If the Vikings don't win at least 11 games, I don't want to hear nothing else about Kyler Murray. Matter of fact, I'd like him to be out of the NFL.
Playoffs with 9-8 because that division's competitive. You have right now. It's only March. We have 2, maybe 3 teams coming out of that division.
I don't give a damn. We won 11 games and still didn't win the division when we went to the damn playoffs. So if we won 11 games and we didn't win to don't come to me about competitive divisions. I'm the last person to come to about competitive
our division is competitive.
I just watched every one of y'all win 12 games.
You got the Seahawks, you got the Rams, and you got the Niners.
I just watched all of y'all win 12 games. Meanwhile, I'm over here sitting at 3. What I'm supposed to do like that? You want to talk about
in the same boat? We in the same boat, big dog.
But I just, I'm pretty much done, Corey. But just small reiteration. I just think that's the best team because if you send Kyler Murray to the Jets, it's gonna be bad. His career might die there. The Vikings give him the best chance to revive his career. That's what I'm trying to say.
On paper, that's the best. On paper, this is the best team that he's played with. But until we see it on the field, big bro, I'm gonna hold off on that.
That's fine. I'm just saying he has potential to play well in this offense with that coach because he's getting a really good play caller. That's what I'm trying to say. Go ahead, Corey.
Okay. Man, I'm mad, bro.
Listen.
No shock.
See?
It was supposed to be DC offline and Mr. Magic himself, the owner of Magic City.
Oh wow. I mean,
Listen,
like they
bro.
wasn't bringing the poles out and women dancing. They was gonna have some dancers on the court in clothes, waving and smiling and throwing T-shirts.
Yeah.
It wasn't gonna be nothing crazy.
It wasn't finna be like, come on,
still
bro.
a family event. It wasn't like everybody overreacted.
And I think it started with Lou Cornette when he said something about, he's like, man, I feel like the league should stop this or whatever.
Al Horford had the nerve to be like, yeah, well said, Luke. Y'all both can choke on something, man. It's some BS.
Like, bro, listen, bro. If you don't play for the Magic, if you don't play for the Magic, first of all, break Brandon real quick. Having a Magic City night on the night when you played the Orlando Magic, it's a great Brandon, by the way. One,
Like,
one.
come on now.
That's terrific. Two, it was not finna be. There ain't finna be no egregious activities going on. I think that it
Right, this
was
is
it
still
was
a
really
family
gonna bring
function.
the like Raw Room said. I saw Raw Room talk about it. It was really gonna bring the vibes there. Honestly, that's the thing, and it was just gonna be a whole fun night, just filled with basketball, and of course we bring in the sound of Atlanta, the vibe of Atlanta into the
Exactly.
Hawks games.
This was just supposed to be a celebration of Atlanta, and it got
Yeah.
ruined because people thinking the worst. Like, my thing is, exactly. Like, Magic City is the culture. And man, Magic City is one of the heartbeats of Atlanta. And the fact that somebody took that and defiled it is shameful. Exactly. They scared. They just canceled the branding. Yeah.
And guess what? They ain't finna stop the after party at
Emotion.
Magic City. You ain't finna
Listen, it's
the
gonna
motion
be
ain't even finna stop either. You should be more worried about the after party at Magic City than actually worried about what's going to go on inside the State Farm Arena
hey,
anyway.
it's
But
gonna be a movie. Exactly.
don't again and again, bro. Don't like I hate that you put it in the air because we all know that it's
Hey man,
some gonna pop off. But
it's a few
I
entrances
really
where they could
hope that
easily set up a
don't
pole or
nobody
two.
come messing up the night like that for real though. Like
Hey,
somebody come get their auntie, whatever
no,
auntie,
listen, it
just
better be
cause
some
they finna.
poles in the parking lot, baby. It's gonna be a movie. And still ain't win. I don't know what the culture feeling. Oh, y'all scared of black people, huh? So, no, I'm over here. The NBA scared of what black folks got going on. Listen, it's like I'm telling you, you're gonna see some like a lot of foolishness on Instagram tomorrow night, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it all. Oh, right. It's not going nowhere. Exactly.
Yeah. The motion ain't gonna stop, bro. The motion, as long as the party is still gonna continue. They really Magic City Night really still there. We just can't brand it as Magic City Night, but it's cool regardless. I think it's still gonna be a successful event. Regardless, I think everybody's gonna have a good time and enjoy themselves. It's just that this is all just overreaction for no reason. That's crazy. But and on that note, it's been the Kobe pod. You know,
All right,
got
y'all.
Frank
Shout out to our
Nasty,
sponsors.
JJ.